Hi. Hi, Kristen. Hello. I love that your emoji is how. Hi, Bernadette. Hi, hi, hi. Welcome, friends. Well, I have spent my time making. Ooh, am I really loud? Sorry. Redeems and emotes and trying to do things. Hi, old fool, old school. Little penguin waves to you. I will have this ready. Hi, Juanita Cow. Hi, Emo Mew. And Lady Dragon Master's here. Hi. Oh, thank you for being here right at the beginning, friends. That really sets things off nicely. Makes me feel like I've entered a room of friends. It's lovely. So nice. Hype, hype, hype! Yeah! Well, since I have been practicing it, I don't know if I want to start it. Should I start with just How to Train Your Dragon right off the bat? Should we let's just do it? Let's just get her done. Take off. Take off. That can sound really exciting or really rude. Yes, please. There. I don't even know if I know the title of the movie. A Canadian movie with John Candy and Dave Thomas. And take offy was like the Canadian phrase for decades to imitate that movie because that's the way that they spoke to each other. If you've ever heard of Letterkenny, it was Letterkenny before Letterkenny. That's the that skit group. Kind of yeah, the Second City, Martin Short, Steve Martin, they're all Canadians. They all came from that same group of comedy people, and that movie was like they called each other hosers, tea coffee. So that's how everyone came to think that every Canadian says a. And to this day, I have not met one non native Canadian who uses a correctly. They use it to make fun of me. Oh, you're Canadian. And then they'll say a sentence and then put a at the end of it. That's not correct. That's not it. Probably how I sound to every Scottish person when I try to say anything. So I will just not. But yes, why do I always have a little history lesson for everything? I'm a master staller. I think that's what it is. I will get these in the right order, hopefully. Okay. I'm so nervous, but I think that helps. I think that helps with this song. So. activated. You forgot to let your dog back inside. Oh dear. Go get him. Hey, hey, you. Who is this? Oh my goodness, I love this emoji here. I have to have a look. Hang on. I'm gonna need to mute it and everything. But I just need to see who this is. Because on my broadcasting thing, it doesn't give me all the emote information. But I have to see Shelton Chef, DJ Miss Shelton. A Canadian DJ. Thank you. Oh, I will look her up. Maybe we can raid her sometime. Yep, the whole Canadian thing. I don't know. I think I go back and forth of like, I got so tired of being made fun of that it was like, no, not Canadian, not gonna let it show. And then, I don't know. No, I don't care. It is what it is. Oh. Is Wildcats here? Yeah. Wildcats, when you are here, please say hello because I would like to replay a pretty good DJ. Cool. Yes, I am trying to kind of make a conscious effort to listen to, like, watch other streamers, find other musicians, figure out when their schedules are or whatever, just so that, yeah, I can support other musicians, raid them if possible. But I do love DJs. I need kind of, well, you know what? It's kind of the same thing. Take flight. I haven't done that one in a little bit. Lindsey Sterling. I forgot to put it on my list. Excuse me. I forgot how to Twitch, everyone, in the 4 days I haven't streamed. Oh no. And this moment has taken the time. I know I've said how much I just deeply love Streamer Song List. Why oughta? If I were a coder, oh. But for now, we'll just have this. you for making requests. Hooray! Yay, yay, yay! Just trying to read through all these comments. Yay, we've got some requests, and you made a pyramid. Hi, Valiant Vakuna. Hi, welcome. And Mega Christ, hi. Welcome, welcome. So, yes, thank you for keeping. Hi, girl, hi. I know, I need some kind of. Yay. Uh-oh, okay. Thank you for saying that so that I can fix it. I can also just project. I know I have been a trained singer. Get on top of that. Something that happens too is I use different headphones when I'm not streaming because these hurt my ears, the in-ear things. So those, when I get these in, the volume is, it's so much louder, and I don't. So my first two songs, I'm like, oh boy, hi there. That's probably why my adrenaline gets so high. That might be it. Derp. Use the diaphragm. Yeah. Sorry. Funny little thingies today from the voice teacher. Okay, I love this one. Thank you for the request. I wish it didn't do that. Just start playing a playlist. But yes, this is the one with all our funny little noises from the group. Thank you for that request. See how much fun everybody had? Especially old full old school. Yahoo! What a fun piece hits me right in my Celtic bones. Yes. I like that. Your Celtic bones. Me too. Me too. Yay. Ooh, we're getting some variety today. This is good. A little bit, this one is a little bit more of a groove, but it's still groovy. So, sorry, I need to fix this. You know when your hair is like a distraction? Try it sometime. Looking at yourself for this long. Anyways, okay, I'm done now. That's why there's hairspray, Deanna. Hey, we're just getting all the good requests. Thank you everyone for making requests. It helps a lot. Isn't that one pretty? Thank you for the request. Hello, TV Dave. Good afternoon to you. Hi, Wildcats. Welcome. I was wondering if you would come today because I would like to replay for you the one you requested last time, and I butchered it. And I just, the stream finished and I was like, so I practiced it more and figured out what had gone wrong. I had, doesn't matter. So let's do Hanamura. This is the one that I've, well, let me do you loved it anyway. You're very dear, but I am going to redo it. So on my YouTube, there is a music video of this one, if you care. Like, oh, you dressed as the characters from Overwatch and made a music video of this. Yes, yes I did. Oh. I sure wish I could find it. Anyways, how's everyone's week going? What are your hopes and plans for this week for yourself? I mean, I know everyone's favorite question is like, are you doing your Christmas shopping and all of that? But they sure want us to, don't they? There's been nothing but ads reminding you, you should shop. You should shop again and more shopping. At least that's how my inbox looks. You're trying to get rid of some kittens. Oh, rid of. Yes, I mean, since everything is just going to double in the next few months anyway, like, anyways, I shouldn't have asked. Shopping leads to not happy topics, I'm afraid. But oh, yay! Let's do that one too. This is so much fun. Survive your work week. Ooh, that's a 2 years on pause D&D campaign. Cool. Do you do like it old school or online? Or a friend of mine, that's his other job. He is an actor and director and theater teacher and everything like that. But he administrates or conducts online D&D games. So I know that that's a thing. It has moved online. Warzone 2, okay. The character page. Well, some games are like that where you can configure so many things that it's like, no, I am going to spend 4 hours deciding on exactly my hairdo. Or I don't know if that's what you mean, but I have encountered of course not me playing, me only watching, whatever. But yeah, where the characters are so configurable that you just, that's the fun. It's so much fun. It's like you forget you're playing a game. It's like, oh, I still have to play a game? But I made my character. That took all night. I'm done. Going to bed. Because you could have this kind of armor, or I think, yep, I think that's going to be hard. Just, when people decide, like the movie Surrogates, where it's like, nope, I'm just going to live in the cloud. I mean, whatever, if that's what Mark Zuckerberg's aim for us all is. And I think that we'll spend all our time deciding. We won't do anything ever. We'll just decide. The game is making the character. See? Especially, I don't know. I wanted to say like, oh yes, girl, this is what a girl thing. No, it was my husband playing. Sort of like, well, should I have this kind of jacket? What game was that even? I think Cyberpunk. Cyberpunk was a lot of fun. Just that part, like to make the character and decide what do you look like. And we never got the glitches. We wanted the glitches where it was like T-pose on a motorcycle. And like, what are we doing? Oh, I've wondered about that. It's sort of like a band. It's like, you got to get the band together and then life happens and these people get married and these people move away. It's like, oh, our game though. And I think it's D&D. Is it, or is it League? We via audiobook listened to Felicia Day's autobiography and kind of how she got started, and she made a TV show about her. I guess it was League of Legends, her group that she met online, and then they met in person, and then she made a TV show of it, and that's how she got her into Hollywood and everything. Fun facts. Oh. There it goes. I didn't realize how long that final sound goes on and on and on. If Violet Elf played D&D, she'd be an elf. Probably so. I know when, like, going to BlizzCon, which World of Warcraft. Oh, thank you, Valiant Vicuna, for gifting a sub to Old Will Old School. Yay! Now you don't have to watch ads. I don't know if they're bothersome for you, but now you don't have to watch them. I hope that's the case. Goodness. I don't have a way of knowing if that works. So hope it does. Now my music. It's Celtic and I shouldn't need music for this one, but I need it. And, oh yes, that's what I want to do. I want to get this one in the queue. So I do it again. But yes, I love this one. This one is the set of 3. And I think when I first found it, Mary Kay Brass, and I'm like, I don't hear brass. And it's like, oh, that's her name. It's not a brass group. Duh. Thank you, everyone. You can make Shiba emotes. Yes, that is a great benefit. Thank you for mentioning. Use the emotes, you guys. And we have, hello, Kate Nix. Welcome. Reminds you of your days working festivals and fairs. What did you do? How did you work at festivals and fairs? You're so welcome here, and thank you for the compliment. Amazing. Oh, we have. I mean, you don't have to say, but I didn't get to, work many fairs. I was a busker, and it really only kind of in conjunction with a specific vendor. So I never was a sanctioned busker that just got to go to different Renaissance fairs. I was kind of always with one particular vendor who's no longer in Washington at all. And so my option is like, well, I could fly all the way to Texas. So I don't know if it's ever going to be part of my life again, but I would love for it to be. Anyways. Oh, well. Oh, well. Musician performer. Oh, my goodness. Burlesque fairy performances and all sorts of craziness. Spoutwood. Oh, I've never even heard of it. That's cool. Are you in America? Maybe that's just one I don't know of. This is a fun day. Oh, Pennsylvania. Okay, cool. Well, wow. That's kind of what I've tried to recreate here. My stream is meant to look like how I felt at a Renaissance fair when I'd be dressed up as something, either Rapunzel or a pirate or an elf, and be playing. And yeah, I kind of learned Celtic music, but I also had Lindsey Sterling stuff, and haven't really, I don't really have enough repertoire to be a performer, but whatever. You know, this is about just doing it anyway. And that's what I've tried to recreate, is just that sensation that I have at a Renaissance fair. So thank you for confirming that that's how you feel. I'm so happy. Yay. Is the only fairy fest on the East Coast. Yes, it does seem like they've multiplied. Oh, you have a show? I call it a show too. That's how it feels. It is. Well, let's shout you out. Kate Nix, thanks for being here. Yay! I'm just gonna make sure we're okay. Helping you cook. Okay, cool. Well, this is a little Celtic one that I really butchered last stream, so I'm going to try to redeem it just a little bit. I had my bow hand, my bow arm in reverse, and I couldn't correct it the whole song, and so everything fell apart. It was a disaster, and I just badly need to redo it. Redemption song! Yes, I am playing the songs of your people. Shall the fairies appear? That really was fun, though, being at a Renaissance fair, and usually somebody would come around and just start dancing, and they would have the little bells on their feet, which was great when they had good rhythm. I would just try to follow them if they kind of wanted to do their own thing. Let me grab the potatoes. Is this special code in D&D? Oh, and whiskey. Okay. I have that emote too. I think that's a tier 3. I've got a Glencairn glass properly filled with, let me see, what is it filled with? Tomintoul 16. And I am Sláinte toward the camera. So that's something to look forward to. Yeah, well, when the bells are out of rhythm. The thing is, it doesn't really, like, I'll, there is a sense of grace when you feel that most of your audience is half drunk. So there is really, like, whatever. I think that's why I felt so bold. Of like, yes, I know barely 12 songs and I'm going to play them anyway, because you won't know that I've just played it. Some of the vendors you probably knew. Precious. Oh, what is the line? Boil them, chop them, put them in a stew. Potatoes. That's how it feels. Like, yeah. Or, you know, you just get all kinds. But once again, my very favorite time, the Texas Renaissance Fair was during Thanksgiving weekend. It was horrible and cold and raining and everything like that. But a pirate, someone dressed as a pirate, brought me, he offered some whiskey from his flask. He's like, you look cold. Would you like some whiskey? I was like, yes, thank you. And it did help quite a bit. And I was ready to play a little bit longer. Thank you for the follow, Kate. Hope to see you again. This will be fun. I'll find out when you're streaming too. It really does. It's medicinal. It's a very good prep item because it's not only food, medicine, but bartering. So these are good things to know. Slightly better. I don't know why it's so hard to get that one started. It's just, it's like doing, I don't know what it's like doing. It's just hard. I do have, okay, Mega Christ, I do have that command. If you put an exclamation mark in front, it will do something. I learned how. Yes, I've learned a few things, a couple of things. The Voice 203, welcome here. Thank you for your emotes. Oh, a doorbell, I know. It's because I was missing every alert that happened. I would just miss it and feel rude and horrible. And so I tried to make myself noises so that I wouldn't miss it. And all the ones from, I know, look at all the stuff, even a woo. So, okay, old school, let's do it. Love this one more every time I play it. I know I've already mentioned my YouTube. This was going to be my next music video. And I do have an emote that is based on the outfit I was planning to wear for this. The video is not, I don't know, it might still happen, but I kind of had a vision for it and it went south. But my husband and my sister, my honorary sister, are sort of still encouraging about it. So it might still happen. Anyways, wouldn't it be cool? I want to make my own music video to this piece. That's what I want. I'm just saying it out loud so that it comes true. I don't know. Saying it out loud for myself to hear me say it. It could still happen. It would be so cool. So cool. Especially with that licensed drone pilot footage. Okay, here we go. Ooh, it's so quiet. YouTube! Since she brought it up. Yes! Let's make it happen. Oh, that is a good command to add. Thank you, Mega Christ Headbang. Yes! It's one of my unlockable, something. Redeem emote. I don't know the words yet. But I've got like, rock out! Ah! Or no, it's bits. So I don't know. Oh, bits is a redeem. Someday I'll learn all the things. I'm so embarrassed. Oh, good. Yay. Cool. It is already a BTTV emote. Thank goodness. Yes, that is the music video song. I want to do it. So if you look, oh, I got rid of it. But if, like that guy, Antti Martikainen, the Finnish composer, I'll put it back up on the screen if I can. Just because it's too hard to spell and everything. That's his name. So if you look that up on YouTube, and that song, Lords of Iron, it's like 9 minutes, but it's epic. And what I've done is taken out all the slow parts and just played the fast parts because that's what I like. The other parts are kind of, it's very much music written for the beginning of a video game when you're like choosing your character. We just talked about that. So his music is very conducive to that. And I think that's the type of composer where he makes the most of his income is mobile games or whatever, buying his soundtracky type music. And you can tell that's like, this is the exciting stuff, and then like this is the really laid back, like we're playing a puzzle game. I don't know. So when you hear that track, but of course his music video is like drone footage of Scotland or something. It's all huge and epic, and it's all bagpipes. So I've done a bit of music manipulation too. And in case you're wondering, that composer says on his website and on his copyright information, like, look, if you've got less than 500,000 just subscribers on YouTube, do whatever you feel like. I'm not going to charge you copyright stuff for using my music, but if you start to make money, then yeah. And if you want me to manipulate my music, it's a minimum of $2,000. So, anyways, I admire him as a composer and music creator, and I don't know if I would show him, hey, look, I ruined your song. What do you think? But, oh, and by the way, the red variant, just for those of you tuned in today, that is that my little emote that I've got. It's like the red elf. That's my outfit for that video. You can only see my head. But did a photo shoot and everything. So yes, there is still, buried deep down under layers of despair, there is a little teeny spark of idea of something. Yeah, I know. That's something that I have found with quite a few European creators, where they're sort of like, I want my music to be heard. Please use it, whatever. Especially if you're tiny and unknown. So, but yes, I love his music. Okay. You do not want your music to be heard. I see. I can't see you, but I'm nodding my yes. I'm glad. I tend to ramble a bit. Mega Christ and Christy B. Wife are married to each other, so this comment is not as rude as it might seem. Your music shouldn't be heard. I would kind of like to hear it. I mean, I embarrassed myself one day just going like, "Whoa, I'm metal too, you guys." So, you know. Now, having said that, I consider him also an awesome metal composer. I'm going to have to start with the one you've heard before because it's easier. But here's what I found out. So okay, I'm going to make my little choices on Streamer Song List while I tell you about it. Julian Lehmann is a Swiss composer. So we've been to Finland, now go over to Switzerland, and he is a amazing guitarist, like virtuoso, and then composes just these epic tracks with his dad, the concert violinist. And so you can buy. Thank you for subscribing. I didn't miss it. Isn't that cute? Ta-da! Yay! Thank you for the sub, Mega Christ. Julian Lehmann composes music for his dad. Well, with his dad. And I purchased this violin sheet music thinking like, it sounds so great, it's so cool, and it sounds playable, you know, and okay, I bought two songs at first, and the first one, okay, not horrible. The second one, I couldn't play it at all. It was like, I've never played anything this fast in my life, I guess. I thought I played pretty fast music, but nope, horrible. And I just thought, and in my mind, I was like, well, if this guy's dad can play it, like, what's the matter with me? Well, it turns out his dad is the concert master of the, oh boy, I won't remember the name of the Swiss city, chamber orchestra, and has been a world-renowned concert violinist and soloist for 45 years or something like that. So then his mom is a opera singer and voice teacher and everything like that. So he comes from this world-renowned music family, and he is metal, and that's what I found out. So now I feel a little vindicated. Like, oh, this violin music isn't like derp, derp, derp. I mean, maybe you don't know this, but Lindsey Stirling is kind of looked down upon. Like, oh, you're a proper violinist, but you play Lindsey Stirling. Ugh. And it's whatever. It's good music. Come on. And I lost my snobbery for classical music somewhere a couple of decades ago. So finding this metal music and going, it's violin music, but also finding out a legit player. It was it was composed for a totally legit player, and it's great. So hopefully that made sense. I was trying to make it like come around. I don't know. But yeah. I love you guys. All right. So I know you've already heard this one, but I need to kind of get into the second one, which I believe I played last stream, but I was like so nervous I don't remember playing it. I blacked out, I guess. I blocked it out. I didn't black out, you guys. I'm so over dramatic. You're adorable. because I don't want to catch my breath, I purchased 3 more pieces and contacted him and said, okay, because he hasn't made all of his songs available for sheet music purchase with a backing track. So I thought, well, I wonder if I just contacted him and said, hey, what are the chances that this one could be made available? And so he sent it to me. He's like, I don't have the backing track anymore. Sorry, technical issues. But here's the music. And then he did put the other one in his store. So now I have 5 pieces to learn. Ooh. So that's exciting for me. Okay. You have not heard this one. Meaning Mega Christ and Christy B. Wife have not heard this one. I know my other viewers probably have, but it's still good. And like I say, I will get better at playing this the more I play it under stress. I think practicing it on my own, it's okay. And of course, that time is good and valuable, but I need to have the kind of eyes on me to have the real practice. Have you ever heard that before? Like, perfect practice makes perfect. If you just practice it, and then you can sometimes solidify your errors. So only perfect practice makes perfect. That sounds like a very rigid kind of violin teacher thing to say, but it is true. I can't do perfect practice. That is how I feel as well. I can't do perfect anything. So, yeah. When did I think I started calling myself like a failed perfectionist somewhere around 15 years ago, of like, I know that was said to me by teachers and different things. It's just like, the perfectionism is not going to do well for you and whatever. And okay. And I think I came to my own little mind conclusion for myself, was like, well, I failed at it, so yeah, I guess. So I wouldn't call myself a recovered perfectionist. I would just say a failed perfectionist. But it's, I don't know. I want things to be good. I want things to be as best as they can be. Why would I want to recover from that? Practice makes permanent. Exactly. That is brilliant, Bernadette. Yes. Mm-hmm. It's hard and it's time consuming, old school, to make yourself stop for every single note that was not just so. And yeah. But I think as an adult, I'm quite a bit better at the not rebelling so hard against something just because it's hard. It's like, well, do I want to spend the time, or do I want to just fail at it later? And now I'm at that. It's like, oh, okay. If I can put the time in, I can move on and enjoy it. Wouldn't that be nicer? So yes. Hello, Flowright2IRL. Oh, Flo. Gotcha. Flowright, welcome. Ken Templing also says that. Perfect is a cult story. Kind of. Right. I know that's how we're meant to feel. Perfect and our imperfections. Yep. I'm not there yet. I don't know. I never. Yeah. I can't do it. Ugh. And whatever. I think we had that discussion a few streams ago. It was like, I was waiting such a long time before I began to stream because I was just trying to set everything up, and I couldn't rehearse, and it was killing me. I was like, I can't rehearse this. I have to just know how it looks when I press stream, and how is the screen going to look? How is the chat going to look? What am I going to notice? How is this going to happen? How is that going to happen? And I couldn't rehearse it. And I was like, should I hire people to watch me stream? Thank you for subscribing, Christy B. Wife. Maybe I should sing that in the correct key of the da-da. Welcome. Thank you for subscribing. Yes. Thank you for interrupting me. I think that was probably not going into a good place, that little discussion, my little ranting thing. What they call imperfections, I call necessary traits. Well, and some of them you can't change. This is the thing, is I know we're a little bit pliable, but you get to a certain age and realize, nope, that's the way this is going to stay, and guess I better just deal with it. I did have a voice teacher uh, that gave me the most valuable advice of my life, which was, in terms of self-image, I guess, was kind of the main topic. Self-image, and just if you're going to go on a stage and you need to believe that what you have to share is worthwhile, otherwise you are in the totally wrong major. Like, then become something else. Go be an accountant, anything, because and in order to get to that place, in order to kind of cross that divide of how to see yourself, he said, either change it or get over it. Isn't that, like, it just couldn't be more simple. So it was like, if it is within your power to change it and you feel you have to, then change it. Don't stand here and whine to me about it. Change it or get over it. And it was hard to hear that, but it was so valuable. I've come back to it again and again and again. I've passed it on to many students, and even just in friendship conversations when self-image comes up, it's important, and it's not easy. Oh, one of those things that sounds so simple and is not. Chipperdoodle is here. You do. Thank you for hosting me, Flo, right? Good. Thank you. It's around the age your back hurts because you slept. I know. My husband says that too. I went to sleep healthy and I woke up injured. Hi, Jibber. Unexpected conference call. Real life is real life, man. I know I stream when it's like everybody's working day. Oh, thank you for saying that. You give it your best and you're yourself. You're perfection to me. And I feel that way too. I love authenticity. It's a Tuesday miracle. Hallelujah. Well, okay, we are about to play a song that I hope I can do. Julian Lehman. Oh yes, when he answered my email, my request of like, oh, could you make these two available? And he's like, I'd love to hear you play them. And I'm like, no, never. But I'll keep practicing. An age thing. Every decade, we care less about what the world expects of us and more about just being ourselves. Oh, absolutely. I I remember crossing that and just feeling like, this is awesome. But it is, yeah, maybe I'm just still maturing in that area, but it is quite a bit. It's very freeing of just like, no, I would like to approve of what I have become. I would like to give it a check mark. Welcome, Chipper. Thanks for getting right on at the things and song requests. Oh, you're so right. I know that. Well, here I am on Twitch. Hello, where I've opened a window and I'm presenting what I think is worthwhile to share to the world, and meanwhile, that's what kids have come to think as the only thing that is important is their image and how they can present themselves on Instagram, whether true or not. Hello, filters, Photoshop, and or like fake pranks and fake this and fake everything and fame. I remember hearing that statistics many years ago, that when children are asked the question, "What do you want to be when you grow up?" like 98% of them answer famous instead of anything else. And I like, ooh. So that's going to be tough. That's going to be tough to convey an idea of identity and where do you get your identity from. Blah, blah, blah. Longest conversation ever. Being famous sounds awful to me. Ditto. Yeah, exactly. That's why they all complain about it. You hear all the celebrities, wow, I can't go to the grocery store by myself. Ed Arrows, hi, welcome. Little waving, your little guy in the hoodie. Yay. Hello. Welcome today. Glad you're here. All right, let's see if I'm sufficiently relaxed and zen to have my fingers fly as fast as they can. Particularly this hand. This bow hand needs to be going a mile a minute. We'll see. We'll see, everyone. Don't play it again. Nigel Shadow Ruth is here too. Welcome. Hi there. Isn't this a lovely group? Everybody just loves each other. It's amazing. Thank you for being here, everybody. Oh, let me see if I can figure this out. How I did. I've put in a couple of polls. I can't remember where they are. if you're a mod and you know how to get that going, I put 2 suggestions in there. Oh, did I just find it? Maybe. Yeah. Okay. Did I do it? Yes. Derp. Derp-O-Rama. Yes. Shout outs for Juanita Cow and Reality Ripple. Hello. I do. If I could get my dogs to do it. Because, yeah. This is a real poll. Like, I'm genuinely curious. I am kind of adding things, hopefully not haphazardly. I'm adding what I always intended to continue to add, but just because you're my audience, and I was like, well, I would love your input if you care, if you have a wish. So. Did I do the poll? Did I set it up wrong so it doesn't even do the thing? We're expecting it to see a different thing. Rats. Well, I'll count them later. Sorry, Chipper. I should have left it for a mod to set up the poll. Yeah. Okay, so I set it up in Streamlabs and that's not the good way to do it. Okay. Whoopsies. Ah. But Oldful Old School, could you sing once a stream or every other stream? Thank you for this request. Yes, I would love to do that. I would love to do that. And what would you like to hear? Do you have something in mind? I warmed up my voice. I really did. I warmed up my voice before today just to, I don't know, my nerves were going crazy today, and I thought I need to feel prepared, and that's usually what I do is like for a kids show or whatever, is like while I was getting ready, then I would warm up my voice just to kind of, so I needed something today to feel, anyways, I'd love to. Okay. What comes to my mind to sing? How about, okay, I will just get the karaoke one going because then it has the words on the screen and we won't have that happen what happened to me last time where I lost the whole thing. My screen gave up. Okay, so this very long time ago, more than 20 years, is a movie called Anastasia, and it was not Disney, it was like the other studio before they bought everything. And let me put this down. Anyways, it is an animated version about the Romanov story. For a while, the Russian royal family they were murdered, but there was a rumor that one of the daughters had survived. And here's what we should do for this so that we have the proper theme. Is it gonna stay? Nope. There we go. So many things to tighten. Okay. It is a very old one. Yes, Once Upon a December. That's also a beautiful song. I kind of feel like I should see the music because I was karaokeing it going, maybe I don't quite know how this goes. But Mom, lights are pretty. Are you decorating for Christmas with a 3-year-old helping you? That sounds fun, Valiant Vicuna. Okay, so now I've got the microphone set where I need it to be. This is Journey to the Past. And when I first heard the song, yeah, ooh, it's so good. And it would make me cry just because it was this longing. She grew up in an orphanage and her friends are rats and whatever. And then she finds out, what if I'm the missing princess that they thought, maybe survived? And so her finding out who she is and going home. And so it's an amazing song. It's so beautiful. The latest Doctor Who just revealed Rasputin was actually the master. Oh, okay. Do we have any other Doctor Who's here? Oh, I know. Welcome, Firestone Rocks Drums. I thank you for following me. I think you were in Ficta's. Are you Ficta's mod? Or something. Anyways, welcome. Thanks for dropping in during my live time. I'm pleased to see you. Right, that one too. We've got the music video for that. Rasputin with their crazy clothes and everything. Whatever. Yes! Okay. Perhaps I will hydrate. Heart, don't fail me now. Courage, don't desert me. Don't turn back now that we're here. People always say life is full of choices. No one ever mentions fear, or how the world can seem so vast on a journey to the past. Somewhere down this road, I know someone's waiting. Years of dreams just can't be wrong. Arms will open wide, I'll be safe and wanted. Finally home where I belong. Well, starting now, I'm learning fast on this journey to the past. Home, love, family. There was once a time I must have had them too. Home, love, family. I will never be complete until I find you. One step at a time, one hope and another. Who knows where this road may go? Back to who I was, on to find my future. Things my heart still needs to know. Yes, let this be a sign. Let this road be mine. Let it lead me to my past and bring me home at last. Yay! Oh my goodness, I didn't turn on my reverb. That could have been so much more epic. But thank you for the a favorite movie of your daughter's. Oh, that's so neat. So you know all about it. Didn't need the recap. Yahoo! Ooh, what's an angel thump? Mega Christ, tell me what that should do, because I'll make it happen. It was so, and the voice of Bartok, like the fact that they named the little rat Bartok was like, this is cool, because I'm a music major at the time, and it was just, he has a little voice and his funny little accent, and Fiddle won the poll. Thank you for telling me. Good, fantastic. Oh, and a crying face with angel wings. Oh, I get it. Okay. I didn't know that went with Thump. Okay, because I'm a nerd, I went through every internet site that would tell me, what do the Twitch emotes mean? What was their origin? Why does this, kappa, and it means sarcasm, and here's why. And so I read all of that. I really did. Cat Jam, and like, here are the top 10 that viewers will be expecting, so make sure to have them. Oh, okay. But Thump, I just didn't recall what that was. So. Nerd alert. Hi there. The other thing I was going to say was I learned about, why is it called Twitch? Like, what the heck? And that reminded me, when I was trying to play the violin so fast, I was like, this is like my Twitch, my fast reaction thing that video games have. That's why they called it Twitch, because it's for gamers, and the reaction time things, that part of the game, when it's just like, how fast can you hit this button? And that's how I felt. This is how fast I can bow. So good thing I'm on Twitch. Build my own. Well, whatever. I'll come up with something. downloaded a Twitch slang dictionary when I first got on Twitch. We are sisters, Chipperdoodle. we and this is why you're recruited to mod for everyone on Twitch. It's because you know all the things. We want somebody who knows the things. I know. And so, Christy B. Wife, allow me to introduce, if you do not know Chipperdoodle, Chipperdoodle is an emote connoisseur and professional. And she joined me very early on due to another violinist. We'll do a shout out. Who is very, very kind to me. And anyways, this is how we've got emotes. And like, she has all of them. She has all the right ones. And Ed Arrows would like to know them too. Yes. Ed Arrows, are you wanting to? I know you. Well, you do mod already. Yes, fellow mods, mod love. We are very modful today. Yep, I did the search. I was like, tell me about this. What does this mean? So, finding all these things. I am okay. Since I'm set up for singing, what? And I'll turn the reverb on so it sounds professional and like it belongs. You do know them, but it's great to learn. Okay. The Mod Squad. Like what people mean when they say based. Is it different for where you are? I have my own idea of what it means. Oh. I'm just so grateful to finally know where Pepe came from. Because, it kind of moved into the rest of the world in around 2016 and everybody got their nose out of joint. And so then coming onto Twitch and going, oh, it's the guy. That's the thing. So I was like, phew, I love knowing where things come from. I love knowing the story behind memes or GIFs. I'm that person. Doobie Music. Hi, new follower. Welcome. You've entered a time when I'm singing instead of playing. Oh, thank you for putting up the title. You are amazing. You're amazing. Thank you for doing that. Fantastic. I really will get song things in there. I don't know why I've been so reluctant to, I say right on my profile, I am a singer and violinist. I just need to do it. Okay. It's the next one in my little playlist. It's just called, it's my YouTube playlist, Deanna Sings Karaoke. Welcome. Yes. I do. Okay, let me find that one because you know what? I would need to practice. I feel pretty because that is Bernstein and it is, there's quite a few chromatics. I would need to see the music. I can't just karaoke that. Having the lyrics won't help me because everyone knows the chorus, but then it gets really chromatic and crazy. So, okay, let me skip over. May I do the Sound of Music ones? Sound of Music is the only reason I ever considered being an actor at all. Because of course, when I was 3 years old and I just was like, I want to be in that family. I will be Julie Andrews. I want 7 children and I want to be a nun also somehow. And I want that. That's what I want. I want to be in that movie. And then I did get to be Maria in The Sound of Music in a huge production of it that had like a 2-month run. It had 2 casts and the other Maria got pregnant. So I got to do all of her show. Well, she was pregnant, but she got too sick to do her show. So I got to do them with both casts. And then I was like, I can die now. This is great. I'm done. I got to be Maria. I'm done. Oh, David, who's metal, who loves the sound of music. Yes, please. Hope, hope. Please, please, please. You've seen it a lot, right? It's everybody's favorite. Okay, you type in the story. I don't have a limit on the chat just because, whatever. Okay. They're not in like the order of the show, probably. Sorry. I'll just do what's here, and I probably won't be all of them. Raindrops on roses and whiskers on kittens, bright copper kettles and warm woolen mittens, brown paper packages tied up with strings. These are a few of my favorite things. Cream-colored ponies and crisp apple strudels, doorbells and sleigh bells and schnitzel with noodles, wild geese that fly with the moon on their wings. These are a few of my favorite things. Girls in white dresses with blue satin sashes, snowflakes that fall on my nose and eyelashes, silver white winters that melt into springs. These are a few of my favorite things. When the dog bites, when the bee stings, when I'm feeling sad, I simply remember my favorite things, and then I don't feel so bad. Oh, the Mother Abbess. Different key. Hearts on roses and whiskers on kittens, bright copper kettles and warm woolen mittens, brown paper packages tied up with strings. These are a few of my favorite things. Cream-colored ponies and crisp apple strudels, doorbells and sleigh bells and schnitzel with noodles, wild geese that fly with the moon on their wings. These are a few of my favorite things. Girls in white dresses with blue satin sashes, snowflakes that stay on my nose and eyelashes, silver white winters that melt into springs. These are a few of my favorite things. When the dog bites, when the bee stings, when I'm feeling sad, I simply remember my favorite things, and then I don't feel so bad. When the bee stings, I'm feeling sad, I simply remember my favorite things, and then I don't feel so bad. Oh, thank you for having fun, everybody. Right. Well, I was doing my best impression, Mega Christ. One of the first. Okay, I need to read all these things because I know, doesn't this bring out all the the memories? Because they played it on TV back before there was internet and streaming, and nobody watched the same thing. It was like this was the event. This 3 hours that you would sit down with your family at Christmas and watch this movie, and so. Valiant Mukuda, my son went through a year straight where he wanted to watch The Sound of Music every day. Oh. But I think that's the thing. So just quickly, your son is 3. When we did the show, it was one of those in the round. So we were at the lowest point, and then the audience went in 4 directions around us. We had to enter on the corners. It was a lot. But so we would bow at the end of the show to each. It was just a pair, like a square. So we would bow. And out of nowhere, I bowed and I stood up, and a toddler leapt into my arms, like he was being held by his parent, and leapt into my arms. So I'm suddenly holding this baby and like, hi. So I didn't know what to do because it's like, we need to leave. And after the show, and she was just like, it was a little girl, I want to be in your family. And I so connected to what she said. I was like, I know what you mean. This is exactly the feeling that, and so little ones, they see all those kids who, their mummy is gone, and then they get this new mummy, and she's so much fun, and she sings, and it's so great. It makes daddy so happy. Like, it is such a basic thing of just, I want a family, I want safety, I want connection, security. And so, yeah, no matter what adventure they're going to go on, they feel safe. They're with their family. I love it. I couldn't love the movie more. That's my story. I don't know if that's why your son connects to it so very much, but it's music, but there's little boys and they're rambunctious. God bless Kurt. One of the first musicals you saw, Doobie Music. Awesome. He was obsessed, learning nursery songs. Yeah, oh, that's so precious. So, so precious. Huge musical theater enjoyer. Just because I listen to music about chopping people up in my free time doesn't mean I don't appreciate catharsis of gorgeous music. I'm also somewhat of a Shakespeare dork. Welcome. I'm so happy. See, we just need the metal to balance out the sweetness. I think that's all it is. When Mega Christ and I started dating, he brought up the Sound of Music. He said something about it being a sad ending. He always shot it off after they got caught by the Nazis in the cemetery. That's awful. It has a very triumphant ending. Heavens to Betsy. Oh, thank you for the compliment, Doobie Music. Yes, and the facial expressions. I spent too many years on the stage to have it be kind of concert. Probably if I was in a choir now, I would get fired. Hey, you, or they'd sit me in the back. Cracklin 7-Eleven. Hi there. Yo, what's poppin'? I don't know, you're Cracklin. Reminds me of Cracklin Oat Bran. That's probably not what you mean. You built an auditorium like that. Well, it's a challenge. It is a challenge to stage things, and it was a lot of. I made myself a spreadsheet for the journey of the guitar, because I would take it off stage in one corner and then be on stage for a different scene, and then I had to enter with a guitar, and it was like, where is it? And then it kept happening. So I drew a map. I was like, okay, somebody who is not on stage between this scene and this scene needs to, make sure that the guitar is conveyed from this entrance to that entrance so that I have it. And I didn't know how else to solve it other than have like a few of them. You made some child's life. Well, it was such a sweet, sweet thing. And the fact, like, some toddlers are more outgoing than others, but for her to just leap into my arms, which when I was dressed as Elsa, that happened so constantly that I was like, maybe kids aren't nervous around strangers anymore, whatever. But I so understood what she meant, that it was like, to her, I was not a stranger. I was Maria. She had just spent 2 hours watching me be a mommy to these children, and she was like all in. So, yeah. You discovered the real ending later. It was like a twist. I can't believe it. Yes, all the way to the end. You sang. This is so precious. I love this story, you guys. I love this story. And I'm sure it's like one of these things where you find out like, oh, the metal guy is super into Sound of Music. And you're like, I love you. Let's get married. Suffer. Day-to-day life. Well, it's one of those things where it's hard to stop once you get into it. Well, okay, we've been talking about Sound of Music so very much. I have, I'll just tell you which ones they are still in my list. So The Hills Are Alive, and then The Lonely Goatherd, which happens to be my personal favorite because it's so goofy and lovely and hilarious, and it's so much fun to sing. Okay. Well, that's all I need. One person to agree with me that we need to sing one more song. Thank you. Two. Fantastic. Let's do it. And I think I hope my little karaoke thing. It seems to me the intro is like it's off. So, yes, with the yodeling. I'm so sorry. Oh goodness. If it's gonna make you leave, I'm sorry in advance. But don't leave. Just have fun. It's fun. It's fun. It'll make you want to watch the movie. I'm like, what the heck is happening during this song? Because you need to see. I'm not spoiling it. If you've not seen Sound of Music and you don't know what this is from, you're gonna cry. Who doesn't love yodeling? Well, it's not. I don't do real yodeling. Not like that little girl on America's Got Talent or whoever. Like she actually won with yodeling. Okay. Okay. It's happening. No intro. Here we go. High on a hill was the lonely goat-herd lady, oh lady, oh lady, oh. Loud was the voice of the lonely goat-herd lady, oh lady, oh loo. Folks in a town that was quite remote, heard lady, oh lady, oh lady, oh. Lusty and clear from the goat-herd's throat, heard lady, oh lady, oh loo. Oh, oh, lady, oh lady, oh, 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 lady, oh lady, oh, oh, lady, oh lady, oh, lady, oh lady, oh lady. A prince on the bridge of a castle moat, heard lady, oh lady, oh lady, oh. Men on a road with a load to tow, lady, oh lady, oh loo. Men in the midst of a table d'hote, lady, oh lady, oh lady, oh. Men drinking beer with a foam afloat, lady, oh lady, oh loo. Oh, oh, lady, oh lady, oh, 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 lady, oh lady, oh, oh, lady, oh lady, oh, lady, oh lady, oh lady. One little girl in a pale pink coat, lady, oh lady, oh lady, oh. She yodeled back to the lonely goat, lady, oh lady, oh loo. Soon mama with a gleaming gloat, lady, oh lady, oh lady, oh. What a duet for a girl and goat, lady, oh lady, oh loo. Oh, oh, lady, oh lady, oh, 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 lady, oh lady, oh, oh, lady, oh lady, oh, lady, oh lady, oh lady. Happy are they, lady, oh lady, lady, oh, lady, oh, lady, oh. Soon the duet will become a trio, lady, oh lady, oh lo. Lady, oh lady, oh lady, oh lady, oh lady. One little girl in a pale pink coat, lady, oh lady, oh lady, oh. She yodeled back to the lonely goat, lady, oh lady, oh loo. Soon mama with a gleaming gloat, lady, oh lady, oh lady, what a duet for a girl and goat, lady, oh lady, oh loo. Oh, 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 lady, oh lady, oh lady, oh lady, oh lady, oh, 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 lady, oh lady, oh lady, oh lady. Happy are they, lady, oh lady, lady, oh lady, oh lady, oh. Soon the duet will become a trio, lady, oh lady, oh lady, oh lady, oh lady. Yahoo! My dad works for a Swiss company, and when they found out I made music, they gave me a Learn to Yodel CD. That's amazing and wonderful. Did they send you chocolate too? Because, come on. Like, I'm sorry, I was expecting chocolate. Are you not Switzerland? I should have said that to that composer. Hi, I know you make metal music, awesome for violin, but could you also please send me some chocolate? Oh, thank you for humoring me, letting me sing it. That is so much fun for me, and it sits in my voice well. I think I could really, I'm sure on stage I played up the yodel quite a bit. With the mic, I'm like, let's be careful. You didn't have the heart to tell them that you rap. You rap? Have you been shouted out? Do you stream? Can we watch you? Does the chocolate help with the yodeling? No. Chocolate is eaten very at a timed interval. Hi, Seven. Thank you. You got tons of chocolate? Good. Chocolate helps everything. I know. And, okay, here is what I have found out for those of you who also sing, is that the theobromine, the wonderful chemical that chocolate contains, is a throat balm. It can really help you if you have overextended your vocal cords. And so after singing, chocolate is perfectly okay. So now you know. Cough drops aren't as yummy. However, there's, I'm sure I won't be able to bring up the name of them, but there's a Japanese type of throat drop that I was introduced to by another singer that's my total go-to now. Like, I just got it from Amazon if it's available. They're quite amazing. And it will be like one of the, when I was a Dickens caroler, and it's like, well, I'm singing for 8 hours today. It was like, well, as long as I have these candies, I'll be okay. Ricola. Sure, kinda. Yes, a great excuse to sing because then you have to eat chocolate. Correct. Well, thank you for all being here. I'm going to go back to violin area of microphone and we'll see if that works. I will still project so that you can hear me. Hi, Wildcats. Thank you for being here. Have a lovely drive home. We will get to play. Some Celtic Woman. I need to add more Celtic Woman. I know it wasn't even on my little poll, but you didn't get Cadbury Royal Dark Bars in your grocery order today. They were out of stock. I'm so sorry. Are you like British candy only? We were that way. Coming from Canada to America, and then like the chocolate recipes for the companies who make chocolate, all the recipes are different. So we purchased a Kit Kat and went, what happened? Is it stale? And so in Canada, all of the recipes are different, and we were snobs. Don't lick the mic. I would never do that. Oh, I see. Like if this, yeah. I know, I've heard of that, and I don't get it. And I agree with you, Flo, right? Camille, that is exactly how I see it. Is like, oh, we're gonna call it, is that what the kids are calling it these days? Like, yeah, sure. Well, are they dark though? Not when they're promoted as the biggest, hey, watch this. Don't you want to see this? And then that's what makes all, if you happen to come across an article that's, Twitch ever makes the news of something, it's always that. It's always. So is it really a dark corner? Not when we're shouting it from the rooftops and promoting the crud out of it. Anyways, less about that, the better for me. Let's share things of value. Why not? I know, I whatever. Sorry. Pulled my little cord there. You have to go. See you later, old fool old school. Take care. Flogging Molly. I will add that one. I've got Drowsy Maggie. Kind of sounds similar. Thank you, Brooklyn Bro. Welcome. But yes, I've heard of that one. I don't have it in my repertoire. Thanks for asking. I will look it up. Yeah. Well, thank you for. What I have noticed about Twitch is I immediately found musicians, and the musicians are amazing, high quality, lovely people. Their chats are full of wonderful, welcoming, generous, kind, funny, intelligent people. And so it's like, well, okay, thank you. This is what I was hoping to find, or what I wondered was here. And like, it is. So am I terribly concerned about like, oh, I don't have 600,000 viewers? Well, oh well, because I don't think I if they don't want if they don't want me, they don't want what I'm sharing, then I don't want them here. That's fine. That's fine. I want us like I want the people who want to find me to find me. That's it. Really. That really is it for me. And I have been thrilled so far with who like the other musicians that I've met, their their communities. You know, you even get in their Discord and they're so kind and um, answering helpful question everything. I have been a disaster trying to get my tech together, and it has been very honestly raised by a village of people who have offered help. So that's who I have found on Twitch, and I I tell people, when it's kind of like, oh, I've never heard of it. What is it? Or the people who have heard of it and it's been wholly negative, to be able to say, oh, actually, the musicians are. It's almost like it is its own category, but it's almost a different platform. In a way, we all love emotes and we all love cheering, but now when I go into a gamer thing, I don't feel like I need like I should like I would fit in if I would say like, "Oh, hey, I'm a musician. You should follow me." Like it's just not the same. So, right. Ed Eros. 600,000 viewers, your chat's all kex. Yep. That's the thing. And thank you for that, Flo Wright, saying that it's people who will find you. And I think once they kind of realize what I'm about, they may not stay. If they don't feel like, take your top off, like, well, that's not what I do, that's not what this is, then they will lose interest. So, I don't know if that was a little bit too blunt maybe to say, but I know what I am. I know what Twitch is. And like I've said to a few people, like, yes, I have dressed as a princess and I have my princess face on, but I'm not quite as duh as I may come across. And so it's very intentional for me to know what I'm doing, what am I presenting, what are and my goals. As far as what are my goals, I want to present what I think is excellent music, either because it's virtuosic, or because it's fun, or because it makes me want to dance, or it makes me giggle. Just joy. I want to share the joy of what I find joyful in music, which happens to be a very wide array. Thank you, Mega Christ, for having similar tastes. Like, yes, we can appreciate all the things that are they're just good. They 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 fill a little place in us. That's it. And why not just share it with other people? Because that's what I found when I'll have somebody recommended to me, and then they introduced me to something like, oh, I didn't know this existed. Ah, my life is better now. And yes, your gaming streamer yes, go on an occasional music stream just to mix it up and find out. Yeah, Hmm. I'm just agreeing with my chat. There's a lot going on. Thank you guys. Oh, yeah, and art, and or even maybe people baking. That sounds like a nice group too. Okay, well, if you want to do a poll, I'll try to play this. Thank you for the request. Oh, and he's Wildcats is gone. I used to watch Bob Ross. I never saw him beat the devil out of it. I know about his happy accidents, though. Oh. So, depending on where you live, I, watching on PBS, it would be Bob Ross followed by, his name was William Alexander, and he was a Russian painter. And I would watch both, one after the other. Final Fantasy food recipes. Ooh, that sounds great. Well, I happen to know someone who makes now I can't think of the name. The little hobbit bready things that they take on their journey. I think baking is boring. So, we are out of time. Oh my goodness. I did not notice that we went way, way, way past what is possible for my household. Eek. So, thank you, Flo. Right? What a lovely compliment. But yes, what What do we do now? We raid somebody! Raid! Raid! Okay. Oh my goodness, you guys. Okay, this is the most epic thing. This is my older dog, Aiko. This is my 13-year-old Shiba, who he must have heard the singing, because he only likes it when I sing. He hates the violin. Okay, this is very special for me, but I'd like to know who you think we should stream. Ba, ba, ba. I tried to have all these windows open, and then I opened YouTube and I lost all the things. Oh my word. So nobody I follow is live at this moment. That's very sad. Okay. Malika music. Sounds good. Let's do it. Well, thank you so very much, everyone, for being here today. We are going to raid in 7 seconds. Have a wonderful rest of your day. I will see you Thursday at 1. Bye.